Science Division reports success.
And there's our shield generator. So I'll take either even more research output, plasma accelerators, or ion disruptors. I think we want more research station output. Going to keep researching more research, essentially, is what I'm going to prioritize. Just more research.
Construction complete.
And we have some of that exotic gas coming in from the one station in our territory we can get it from. Oh. Baden. Hello and welcome. So, kind of in a peaceful period right now, so there's not a massive amount of stuff happening. I just ended a very minor two-front war, because a couple of the people neighboring our subjects still existed after a couple of wars, so I had to go and fix that, of course. Now we have my two vassals here.
Construction complete.
And I was just sort of talking
Construction
about
complete.
how I'm thinking about having our empire go isolationist for a while, essentially. Just explore, just do a little bit of building up our empire internally and everything. Not only that, but I kind of inadvertently ended up playing tall. And you know nothing about the game? Well, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of a cross between 4X and Grand Strategy. So you have the exploration and conquest and resource exploitation from 4X, but then Grand Strategy style diplomacy. Because we're at the moment, just to give you some idea, the game starts in the year 2200, it's 2333. EU4 in space, that's kind of a decent way of putting it, I suppose. I never really thought about it like that, but not that I actually really gave that much thought, to be honest. But I suppose that works. EU4 in space, pretty good. Of course, that's not to say it doesn't have problems, of course, like not getting indications when a vassal's planet has unrest. I'm looking at you. And other things of that nature, of course. Commercial zones and city district. In progress. And I have a lot of alloys coming in. The order of about 57. Yeah, every Paradox game's kind of the same. To a degree, that's true. But, well, the difference with this one is the early game. With this one is it's a pretty equal start between most of the empires, rather than like the massively different strength and stuff that you start with in a lot of Paradox
Construction
games.
complete.
Because every empire in the game, with the exception of very specific ones that have their own custom setups and everything, they start. You all start with one planet and the exact number of pops under your control, essentially. And you just sort of grow out from there. So the early game stuff is the main difference, because you start off like a traditional 4X, kind of like Sins of a Solar Empire or something, and then it sort of ends up shifting into a traditional paradox game style of things in the mid-game is the best way I can think to describe it, honestly. Sorry if that doesn't help much. Radium? Yeah, more mines, please. We need more mineral resources. Nazi humans? No, actually I'm not. My empire is called the High Kingdom of Terra, and we are a feudal society, so I'm essentially playing EU4 in space in a CK2 in space style of playthrough, which I just find kind of amusing, because these two empires here, the Eprian Confederation and the Psychonian Protectorate, those are both my vassals, but the difference between that and traditional feudal vassals is vassals in this, they have a, I'm not sure how to describe it, but basically vassals, they like you less the stronger they are in comparison to you, but feudal society makes it so that that's reduced by 50%, but subjects are allowed to expand into unclaimed systems, which normally the only way for them to do that is if you claim the systems and then give them to the vassal by trade, which in this case you don't have to bother with that because the subjects can just do it themselves. The only problem with that is, as I discovered earlier on, it can result in some border wars sometimes. Do you hear that, Psychonids? This is the sound of me not caring about you because you are irrelevant at this point, as you are probably just going to get conquered by the Terran Republic and the Lenara at some point or other. So I honestly do not care about you. Have fun realizing that I don't give a damn about you. Isn't it lovely? More city districts there because we just need people to live there. Also, I'm just going to jump the gun here. Nova Scythia, you're a fortress world now, because I'm going to use you to get me more naval capacity. No, wasn't there another planet I was doing that on? Warsaw was the other one I had planned to turn into a fortress world, so we'll just jump the gun on that. Probe jumps away. I've observed the Surveyor probe jumping away from our system using technology that seems to defy our understanding of hyperspace navigation. It seems to have deviated from standard hyperlanes to quickly reach its destination. We have gained the speculative hyperlane breaching technology. So if I remember right, that's basically level 2 hyperdrives, which we'll be researching in about 20 some odd months, I think. And our peace treaty has expired, so they can now close their borders to us. Listen to the sound of me not caring. Now, what other edicts can I throw down, since we're not going to be doing any expansion for a long while? Diplomatic grants don't matter. Map the stars don't matter. Information quarantined, so we can get rid of those pesky factions that want us to like aliens and ridiculous crap like that. by making them attracted to our ethics. So you say you would always play as the Empire of Man in 40k. That's interesting because there is actually a playstyle in the game that is similar to the Imperium. Let me just pop over here to the Ravagers and we'll show you. They are a purity assembly and their government type is fanatical purifiers. As it says, fanatical purifiers view all alien life as a cosmic mistake and seek to purify the galaxy of its taint. They will never engage in diplomacy with other species. So, this is actually a government type you can select on Empire Creation, and what it does is you have to be fanatic xenophobe and either militarist or spiritualist to take it, but it disables all diplomacy with all other empires. You can only have diplomacy with another empire that's also of your species. You will always purge aliens, and I don't just mean the peaceful kind of purging where you kick them out of your space, which is what we do, but actual genocide or working them to death in the mines kind of purging. But to make up, there's also the fact that every empire in the galaxy will have a minus 1,000 opinion of you, and you of them, so as I said, diplomacy is literally impossible. But to make up for that, you get a couple of different perks. You get a 33%, I think it is, or somewhere along those lines, buff to your fire rate and ship build speed, and also I think your ability to claim systems. You spend less influence on taking a system into your empire. Which, those are some nice buffs and kind of necessary considering that the entire galaxy will hate you if you're one of those empires. I've tried playing as one of those before, but I'm not very good at it. Like, I like to play the very aggressive and kind of a bit of a dick, if we're being honest, empires. But the fanatical purifier and the other sorts of genocidal empires, I'm not very good at because one result of that sort of play is a lot of nearby empires tend to band together against you, and I'm still not good enough at the game to reasonably counter that, so I just avoid that sort of play style for the most part. Okay, let's up that a bit. Actually, don't. Build another city district, because they're running out of that quite fast. Second fleet. We're still nowhere near the amount of alloys we're going to need. I'm not surprised. And our first fleet is only halfway there to the upgrades, because we've been making some fairly massive fleet upgrades recently.
Science Division report success.
Okay, more engineering research. Hooray for that. No. I don't care for autocannon. It's kind of worthless, as far as I'm concerned. I'll take more mining station output. Very handy indeed. I'm so glad they added that tech in because, as I've expressed before in this stream, that was an excellent way to address one of the main problems there were with orbital mining stations in prior versions of the game, because it just sort of became a case that as your game wore on, orbital mining stations became less and less useful, because you got a lot more resources from planets than from mining stations built in orbit of barren barren worlds. You get a lot more from the colonies, is what I'm trying to say.
Construction complete.
Regium is done with its mining station. And they still have room for one more person to work there. Back up above 100 minerals. I am using my minerals for a lot of things these days. There was a time when I had over 200 minerals and maybe about 30 energy, but not so anymore. Not so anymore. Still nowhere close to finishing up with having the unity for that last option in the harmony tree. Going to have to get closer to that at some point. And to answer the unasked question of why I want to get that, and just kind of repeat myself, basically, when I get that, I'll unlock another Ascension perk, and I want to be able to take archaeology. Sorry about that, folks. My dad just walked in and provided me with a banana strawberry smoothie, which I'm not about to turn away a free smoothie, so I just had to accept. I get the odd interruption from him. It's an occupational hazard of the fact that I stream when I live at my house. Of course, kind of amusing to me that I'm calling it an occupational hazard, given the fact that I most certainly do not make money off of doing this, so that term's a little bit inaccurate, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, how's our technology looking? Quite good. Compared to how we used to be, we're really doing well as technology. And, you know, the funny thing with this playthrough is actually the fact that I ended up playing tall, which that's Stellaris speak for not expanding a lot and just sort of growing what I have into being exceptionally valuable through the use of vassals and everything. That was actually a complete accident. I didn't start this playthrough intending it to be a tall one, but it just sort of happened that way. Which is kind of interesting, I suppose, but not like I was planning on it, so yeah. Now, nothing really to build. I mean, I keep saying at some point that I'm going to start building a bunch of habitats, which habitats are essentially, think artificial space stations that people live in, is effectively what it is. So that would be like the International Space Station if they decided to actually offer to let civilians live on the space station permanently, is what that would be. So a theoretically self-sustaining space station designed for permanent habitation, like it says. And we can build one and colonize it, but... and it only does habitat-specific buildings, but they're very expensive. Not only 200 influence, but also 3,000 alloys. And my alloys are currently going to be tied up in building and reinforcing my fleets, at least until I get them up to full strength. So yeah, that's the reason I haven't built any habitats just yet. To be frank. Valen has another pop down now. Get yet another commercial zone, Valen's, so they can get the amenities they're gonna need.
Construction complete.
Nova Serica has its thing. So they'll get some more amenities as more pops come in to do those jobs. That should help out with that. And we are now up to 82%, excuse me, graded on the first fleet. It is up to 9.8k strength. We're going to have a couple of 10k strength fleets sitting around our territory. That'll be nice, and should certainly deter anyone from getting any clever ideas. At least, that's the hope. That is the hope indeed.
Construction complete.
Tritonus is done with its latest construction, which was just more city districts, I think. Or it might have been a planetary capital, I don't actually remember. Wish it would. That's one thing that I kind of wish the game would do. I wish it would tell you what the building that was built on a planet is when you build something there, because I very frequently forget what it was, and then it tells me the building is done, and I find myself thinking, that's great, now can you tell me what that building is, so that I can actually plan from here, rather than relying on me to somehow remember it, because I don't always manage to remember that stuff. I quite frequently forget it, which is kind of annoying.
Science Division report success.
More mining station output, hooray! So now, what do we want? It's either more Corvette hull points, or even more advanced strike craft to upgrade the fleet bloody again. Well, on the one hand, Corvettes tend to be my front line because I have a lot of them that just rush the enemy force first off, and they're my heaviest casualties, so giving them more survivability would be nice, but on the other, I really do like my cruisers. or carriers rather. Specifically the cruisers I use as carriers right now until I get battleships and then start using them as carriers. So having strike crafts that can that have some more hitting power would be nice. And I think I'm gonna go for that actually. It's 48 months, not bad. Not bad at all. And we almost have the alloys we need to start the upgrade of the second fleet. And the first fleet is now officially up to 10,000 strength. Let's see. What else is there to upgrade here? We're on to the final stretch. We are literally currently upgrading the final cruiser and final ship in our fleet that needs upgrading. So we're also going to start the upgrade at Alpha Centauri and bring our second fleet up to its maximum abilities. I officially have 3 fleets now, and getting them all to be kind of badasses. And I'm also planning to not start wars with any of my neighbors. Funny how that works, but it is kind of logical from some perspective, I suppose. Since a lot of our early conquests were quite difficult.
Ships refitted.
And there's the first fleet's refit done. 10.1k total. After all the upgrades. I'll of course need to keep on adding things, but it's quite the strong fleet. Now, the second fleet needs to go through theirs. And get max strength upgradeified. As we need to do. We'll go through all the destroyers real quick, then get on to the corvettes.
Construction complete.
And then Planet Valen is done with its construction. Again, what was the construction? I would love to be told what was constructed so I could work on it. Fortunately, in this case, I know that it was a commercial zone, but that didn't help me much. Here's a forge world. Now, so give them another forge. Of course.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Research station output. Research confirmed done. So that wasn't what was added, it was experimental navigation. Effectively, that's our science ships jumpstone previously unreachable locations. They go MIA for a bit and then turn up at the destination. But since it's permanently added in, we don't need to research it right now. I'm gonna get chemical plants so we can produce our own volatile motes when necessary. Let's see, if I wanted to, I could upgrade research labs again. How is our exotic gases? We have quite a few. I can afford a number of upgrades there. Research labs up to research complexes. Do it. Just keep on boosting our research. Really is going to be quite handy for us. That and I just kind of want to. That's as good a reason as any for this sort of upgrade, right? Because I feel like it. There's all of our destroyers upgraded. Now onto the corvettes, which there are quite a few more. As it happens, quite a few more indeed, sees. Have the one that I was after. Short version, I was looking for a certain edict that's unlocked by a technology I never researched, apparently. And that edict, as it happens, is one that increases our food production. Not that we need it, but I like it for the cushion. And wow, I never realized this, but we never finished the Habitable World Survey special project thing, which is just survey 8 habitable worlds. We never finished it because we got boxed in so fast, and it turned up at a bad time, so there weren't enough worlds for us to survey before they got surveyed by other people, so I couldn't complete it. I've never had that happen. And that's also unfortunate because we're only going to be able to get up to 7 once we survey the system that contains the Ether Drake. Which is also going to be a while because those Ether Drakes are kind of a pain to kill. Stunning, I know. The space dragons are hard to kill. I know that's surprising to everyone. But now, we're up to the cruisers in our upgrade process. And that's 1 fully upgraded, about to become 4. There, that's 4 fully upgraded cruisers. Just a handful more to go. Still a while to go yet. And the fortress world over on Warsaw. We'll just put up another city district so that the soldiers have enough places to live. Oh, they're giving us the naval capacity we need and helping to maintain the fleet. So clearly that's what they're doing, just fleet maintenance. Rather than actually fortifying strategic choke points or anything. So now, second fleet upgrades will finish.
Ships refitted.
Yep. Once I'm done, they're not quite as strong. It's 9.8k rather than 10.1, but it's in the same ballpark, so, you know. It works, I suppose. It works. And that's only like 4 years Actually, probably more like 4.5 to 5 left. And
Construction
half
complete.
we need for Mr. Cumanopolis. Speaking of, we'll be able to terraform Mars in a little over a year, I think. If I'm remembering how that works right. And actually, let's have a look and confirm that. Requires climate restoration, which is the technology we are currently researching, so yeah. Once that finishes, I'll be able to turn Mars green. It's like surviving Mars, just in Stellaris. Very nice indeed. Speaking of which, how are you doing in those research complexes, Illyria? Just over a month to go. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. And our governor of the home sector's leveled up and is now 98 years old besides. Also, just a couple of months left until chemical plants, and then less than a year until climate
Construction
restoration
complete.
and Mars becoming a colonizable world. Illyria's tech work build upgrade finished there. A bunch of research complexes down there now. Lots of bloody research available to us now. We are in the high 200s for research numbers. Excellent. But I'm now over my administrative capacity by about 100. Maybe we'll eventually get the techs to let me fix that. I do not know.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
That's chemical plants done. Well, since you're giving it to me again, I'm gonna go right ahead and research X-ray lasers, since they're giving it to me now. Also, get me a mining district. And you can move from Terra to Elysium. I realized they already had jobs there, but yeah. A whole bunch of clerk jobs on Elysium. I was hoping they'd be unemployed and I could put them into the farming industry. No such luck, apparently. Oh well. Also, look at my fucking alloy income, 63 a month. That is excellent, it really is. Of course, the fact that we have 2 Forge Worlds is helping a great deal, I'm certain of that much. on terraforming Mars. Almost said colonizing there. Terraforming and colonizing are different, Phoenix. Remember that. Remember that. But now, things are going perfectly fine for us. Though I think I'm going to hold off on expanding our third fleet at least until we get the naval capacity to be able to cap it out at max strength. A slightly lower strength fleet is fine for now. We'll just leave it be, I think. Also, look at that damn population. Almost 300 humans, so humans aren't just the majority compared to aliens, we're the overwhelming majority. I mean, we have a few alien pops, since that's the sort of game I forgot to set aliens as just being residents rather than citizens. So we have a small alien population on a couple of worlds, but we just sort of let them live there.
Construction complete.
It'd be kind of mean to change them to just being residents now. But that's as much as they get, really. Not about to legalize crossbreeding or any bullshit like that. Don't even suggest that. Just don't.
Construction complete.
Okay, Regium is done. Now, all our planets are doing pretty well. I think we're in a good spot. And in November, we will finally be able to terraform Mars. I said it right that time. I didn't accidentally refer to terraforming as colonizing. Well done, me. So now, our High Queen has leveled up and is level 6. I think those are still the same traits she had before, but I don't know for sure. You can stay unemployed for now. Guess I'm being a little bit evil there by letting you be unemployed still, even though I can give you jobs. No, I don't care.
Science Division reports success.
And that's climate restoration. So next, I think we'll take the cloning technology for pop growth speed, actually. But it's time. For us to commence with Project Oasis. Terraforming of Mars into a continental world. It's very expensive. Equivalent, I believe, to creating an ecumenopolis, but we have the resources, so I'm gonna do it. 5,400 months. That's about 10 years, I think, but I'm not really sure on that one. find in planets. So we don't have resources to take away. Megastructure is 3,000. You go back to Solo and I'll just buff the amount of alloys that we have a little bit, and then so to buff the amount of energy we have a little, and we'll let natural income take care of the rest of our alloy needs. Go. Construction ships going down to arrive eventually, and I'll be setting up a couple of our friendly. Well, I say a couple, I'm actually just put up a single habitat because of how bleeding expensive they are. Because, have you seen those things? Goddamn, 3,000 alloys for a single habitat. I must think I'm made of money. Really. Well, at any rate, that's still about 3 years to go until we can get the ability to make an Ecumenopolis, so I might keep going until we can start Project Planet-Sized City, or whatever it is we end up calling it. Depends on how long it actually takes to whether or not I will keep on going. It really does depend. So now, around a year, give or take a couple of months, left for all our technologies. Because at this point, we are just really good at researching everything. I don't know if it'll go this way, but I may actually just expand our technology pool to the point where we out-tech literally everyone. Then I just storm into a bunch of my neighbors, raffle stomp the hell out of them, and set up more vassal states. I don't know that will happen, like I said, but it would be kind of cool. 2,600 strength. Eprians, get your shit together. That's nothing. That's nothing, kids. That would have been something around the time that I set you up as my puppet state, but now it don't matter nuns. Get your act together, will you? Nobody thinks that means anything, kids. You uppity little brats, Get off my lawn! I'm sorry, that was terrible, but still. So amusing that they think that's actually a strong fleet. I mean, at one point it would have been, but now it's not even a roadblock. Considering I'm regularly fielding multiple fleets of 10,000 at this point. Should be another 2 or 3 months before we'll have the alloys to build ourselves a habitat. I mean, I could just spend some resources and buy myself a little need for that a bit early, but I don't think I want to. Earlier, but you moved to Elysium. Now, 5 months, 8 months, 10 months left. Recycling campaign and capacity overload have expired. So, I'm going to just renew them both. We have no reason not to. And I have more than enough influence to do that without even thinking about it. So that is what we will do. And the terraforming of Mars progresses well. It won't be long before we can set up a colony there. And when I say it won't be long, I mean it will still be a couple of years. Now, though, I have the resources for our habitat. So start building that, and there goes 3,000 alloys. Just flush it down the toilet. Down the drain he goes. And that's going to take several years to finish. Fortunately, I won't move that construction ship or anything. Otherwise, we would be in some trouble. Left on pop growth speed. 7 on lasers, 5 on straight craft. Okay. Progress being made everywhere, of course, but still got some time before we get to the Humanopolis, which I'm going to keep saying that because I want to turn a bunch of our planets into Humanopolises. Or
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
To say that. At a low speed. Now, I think I'll be having more starbase capacity. Speaking of starbases, that system is getting a starbase because we can put up a trade outpost there for 31 trade. Then I can put another one down there for 21. Once I get the alloys to do that. That's going to be quite the lucrative trade opportunity indeed, and I would be foolish not to take advantage of it and make some more money. I would indeed. So for now, the Empire will simply sit back here and enjoy our golden age of peace. Because that's what this is for us right now. We have resources flowing in from our colonies and protectorates. And just as far as the royal family is concerned, things have never been better. And if you look at this, there are only 3 planets that are below 50% stability, so things really are going quite well. Speaking of, Regium needs to upgrade itself to a planetary capital. Has gone neutral for that. So for now, we'll just keep at it. And the Empire right now is just sort of going to enjoy its prosperity. We have no reason to go to war or desire, and there's no desire to try and extend the borders.
Science Division
much
reports
as
success.
Some expansionist members of the government might like to. We're perfectly content with things as they are. That Straightcraft is done. I'm going to research production, mineral purification. That'll give us something else to spend our influence on, seeing as we're not using it for much. In the sense of getting more mineral income. Very handy thing indeed. Now, let's upgrade that starhold, that to a starhold, so I can put in a bunch more trade. Sounds like a good idea to me. So therefore it must be a good idea, right? I'm sure that's how this works. That if your ruler thinks something is a good idea, it actually is.
Foreign powers are engaging in active hostilities.
Okay. The quasi-stellar hegemony has attacked the Tebrid
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Those robots over here, who are essentially the Borg, just polite. Hello, X-ray lasers. And I think I'll research even better shields now. It's going to take a while, but in all honesty at the moment, I think that's kind of a good thing. But it means our scientists will be busy doing their jobs for a while. Upgrade that reassembles ship shelter to planetary administration now. So that's a proper colony at long last. Also, Warsaw can get the same treatment. Which means now that we are in a place which has yet to go up from reassembled ship shelters in Nova Scythia. Since everywhere else is either upgraded or upgrading. Now, Terra is unemployed pop can go over to Elysium's. Elysium doesn't have jobs anymore. I think therefore it's time to throw down a couple of hydroponics jobs, some farms. Next time I send someone to Elysium, they'll produce food for us. And we can start upping our food production a little bit more. We're down to only 15 after all, and anyone who was there for a previous stream, or earlier on in this one, will remember there's a time when we were up to like 60 or 70 food a month, as opposed to merely 12. Yeah, I think you can move yourself to Elysium. Start upping our food production. Much as we can. Just a little over a year left to go, too. Until I'll have the unity that I need. That's going to be nice. I can finally humanopolize a world. Or possibly more. We'll see. Unfortunately, this also means that our first Ecumenopolis might not be Terra, because it's producing... It has 4 farmer jobs currently, and we'd have to get rid of those to make it a Ecumenopolis. And those jobs are producing about 30 food. So until I get up to about 60 or 70 food again, we can't turn our capital into a Ecumenopolis. So I think that our forge worlds are going to be first to get that treatment, rather than our capital. I would have liked it to be the capital, just because I think it would be kind of awesome to be able to turn the capital of the Empire into a Ecumenopolis. But if it's going to cause us to start starving unless we spend some of our energy buying food off the market, I do not think it's worth it in that case. Great, pirates. Up in Elior. GTFO, and half the fleet. Go kill the pirates. Actually, in that case, GTFO over in that direction instead.
Taking evasive action.
That works too. That works too.
Construction complete.
Try Starbase done. In that case, trade hub. Glad the off-world trading company once it has those, because we can't add that until we have at least one trade hub. Fortunately for us, though, our empire is rather small, so the fleets don't take very long.
Science Division report success.
Arrive at their destinations wherever I send them. Even if not very long, does mean a couple years sometimes. Mineral purification is done. Make our cruisers cheaper, please. Cheaper. And it won't be until 2341 that we have the unity to go forward with finishing off harmony. Which, finishing off harmony is also going to increase our stability, which will be quite nice. Should help solve the stability problem on a couple of our planets that have a tiny bit less stability than we would like, and therefore are below 50%. But still, the main thing that I want is to gain access to that Ascension perk. You know, I'm considering actually, once I finally get my third fleet at full strength, if at that point I have the naval capacity for this, then I think at that point I may actually create another fleet composed exclusively of corvettes, whose job is to race around my empire and hunt down and kill pirates. Rather than what I currently do, which is rushing one of my current fleets out of dry dock, and eventually getting there and dealing with them. If I could have an exclusive pirate response force, that would help situations like this, which, let's be honest, are kind of a pain in the ass. So, at the same time I'm doing this, we don't really need this generator district on my farming world, so I'm going to... for whatever reason, I can't swap a generator district out for a farming district. There's probably a cap on the number of farming districts. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what's going on there. Suppose that makes sense.
Construction complete.
Fine.
Construction complete.
And ranking is much better. It also has decent stability again.
Construction complete.
That's a ton of upgrades.
Construction complete.
Okay. Back up to 21 food. It's okay, but I really need it to be much higher, because as I said, I want to turn Terra into an ecumenopolis at some stage. And I'm not really in a position to do that at the moment. 7 months to go. Now we just have to wipe out those pirates. And everything will be good. Everything. Well, currently in good with the neutrality initiative. We're starting to get there, it seems. Staying out of war for 25 years longer, they will be quite fond of. Let's see, do any of the factions actually want us to have offensive wars? Yes, they do. But I'm just noticing this. I'm getting more and more people moving into the Alien Rights Association. 108 pops total. So I'm not going to do it just yet, but at some point, I'm going to have to seriously consider either finding a way to essentially purge those factions and get me another hydroponics farm down there. I'm going to have to either somehow purge factions. That's one option. Or as another, just find a way to get them to think like we want them to. Both are options, of course. 4 months to go. Now add an off-road trading company to that. Okay, it's time for us to kill some pirates and restore trade over here, which has been quite annoyingly disrupted. This area does seem to be the only one where I'm experiencing piracy, so I guess the positioning of my anchorages and such other areas is better, maybe? I'm not sure. Two months to go then. There's another trading place. Now, Trade Hub, that's the name. I forgot for a second there because I'm an idiot. Kill me some pirates, and we'll be done here. Dead pirates check. Now add the station to your list of pirate things you have killed. Thank you. Now go home. You managed to suffer no damage. I have to admit, that's kind of impressive. Construction ship. Fix the station the pirates smashed. Okay. Now we can build ships faster in a defensive order, and fire rate is better inside our borders. That's kind of nice, I suppose. Like I said, I mean, there's a lot of options we have for things we can get here. I could grab a World Shaper and start turning all of our colonies into Gaia worlds, which would be kind of neat, but not really that useful, honestly. I would much prefer our ecology project to make an ecumenopolis for ourselves. And that is what we've got. Nova Serica here. Our Forge world. decisions. And archaeology project requires 200 influence and 20,000 minerals. I have the influence, but not the minerals, and I'm not sure why we need minerals for this, honestly. A little bit confusing, but nevertheless, we do need minerals. So, I'm going to sell basically all my alloys. And a bunch of other stuff. Use a load of the resources. Oh. 15,000 is my cap for minerals. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. We need to deal with this. Resource silos will increase that cap by 2,000, so I'm going to have to do a bunch of spamming of resource silos. You move to Tritonus. I'm going to have to get a bunch of resource silos up in order to get this being a thing. That's meant I thought I was going to be able to immediately start in the Cumanopolis, but no. Because of bloody fucking resource limitations, I can't yet. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed at this. Now, Rigium. Yeah, we'll just throw down a bunch of resource silos. That'll increase our resource storage capacity. And then I'll be able to get myself enough that I can then actually go ahead and start the project to turn Nova Serica. Almost said Colonia for a second, but no, we want to do Nova Serica first.
Construction
We'll
complete.
have the resources then to turn Nova Serica into an Ecumenopolis. Two more trade hubs there. Just boost our income because we're going to have to do quite a bit of trading for resources in the future, it seems. Don't care. Okay. Get all my damn resource silos done so that I can get these resources and start ecumenopolizing Nova Serica. And I love that word. I don't know why, but I find ecumenopolizing to just be the best word ever. Because it is. And no one will ever convince me otherwise. As far as words go, Q monopolizing is the best one out there, because I say it is. Clearly quite logical, and makes perfect sense. Countdown for this to finish. Must have the resource availability we'll need for this project.
Construction complete.
That brings us up to 17,000 resources from the store. These two bring us up to 21,000. And then I can just get started.
Construction
Done.
complete.
There is our smashed thing being fixed.
Construction
Excellent.
complete.
Can now hold 21,000. So, buy 5,000. That has us at 20,000. Now, Nova Seric, our colony in the Sirius system, can begin. Oh, all of its districts have to be city districts also. So, wait a second. Let me check something. Yeah, I'm impatient, so I'm just going to remove the lot of them. Now, we'll see if that lets me do it pronto-like. I could do Colonia Aurora instead. All the districts have to be filled, though, that's the problem. I really want to do it with Nova Serica, but can't clear mountains. It's gonna be a long time before I have that tech. So, I'm just gonna have to choose this place. This first. We'll have to build all of the city districts on Colonia Aurora, which I'm going to rename to Aurora. And then, as soon as that's completed, I'm turning this damn place into an Ecumenopolis because I want to, damn it. Yes, that's the reason, because I feel like it. Our project to make a planet-wide city is underway. The building of far too many city districts. I'm sorry, what? So the Ravagers took some territory. So I see what's going on here. The Ravagers occupied some territories from someone whom a species in their empire is one that I have in mind with a right? They've come in as refugees. Okay. That sounds alright. They had humans in their space, apparently. As a result, they have a lot of unemployed now. And can't clear all these blockers for stupid reasons. Also start working on getting Nova Serica prepared to be turned into
Construction
a
complete.
Once that's possible. Same with Terra. Terra, I'll have to get rid of some farming and everything else to make that possible. So, I'll start slowly. I'm going to turn one of the city districts on my home world. Turn one city district on my home world. Or rather, one farming district on my home world into a city district, and we'll see what effect that has on our food production and take things from there. Is what I think we'll do. Now mine's 2 consumer goods. In that case, Illyria, you don't get to do that upgrade. And in fact, Tritonus. Okay. Research agreement. I want to extend this, so market. Sell some alloys. There you go. A second. Yes, people stop interrupting me. And the artisans, I'm actually going to cancel our deal for the moment. And you, those on Illyria, can move to Tritonus. Warsaw Fortress World, so give them a stronghold. Aurora is doing stuff Aurora does, obviously.
Construction complete.
Batrail. Starbase. They're done. And we're getting our last trade hub on Crucible. So we have a lot of money now. it is now the start of March 2342, so I think I'm gonna stop this here. We're not gonna get ourselves into a position to make any of our worlds humanopolis today. And I'm trying to take it slowly in a lot of cases, because if we rush things, then bad stuff will happen, and our economy will collapse or something. I want a couple of ecumenopolises in my empire before the end of the game, but beyond that, I don't really care how long it takes. But I'm going to cut this here, and if you're watching the stream, then you can catch this again on Tuesday of next week. And if you're watching the videos, then these will be going live on YouTube on Monday, Saturday, and Sunday, so keep an eye out for those then. So long for now, folks. See you for the next one.